All right, folks, what I want to show you is the forward-looking camera. I've got several questions about that, as well as for Cub Crafters, is how it's installed. Jamie was the prior avionics person at Cub Crafters. He is retired, super great guy. I really enjoyed working with him at delivery of this and Todd's group in Todd's hangar, in the repair and support hangar. Super great people. So we got this installed. The Cub Crafters forums, Bruce Graham, I believe, is the first to document this, but Trent Palmer has put videos out about this. He had a prop strike hitting a cone, I think it was. Obviously, the forward-looking camera is not your primary. You need to be looking outside and doing your S-turns and whatnot, but it's additional situational awareness. It certainly can't help. And I don't want to go through a prop strike. Sometimes grass strips where you're going off the side of the grass runway to turn around, and you're not sure if you got in between the markers. Some of the grass strips have runway edge markers, and so this is a cheap mod, integrates with the G3X, and super easy to install. You can install it yourself. So I want to show you those parts. I will link these parts in the description, but what I chose is the same as the others, is this Tika. It is a HD camera. So here's the camera. I believe they come in different colors, white, gray, black, maybe, I don't know. Another guy, a friend in Next Cub, he actually got one and painted it to match the color of his. So nothing saying you can't paint this. All right, so here's the camera piece, and there's wires. Let's see. This one is already set up where I cut the green and white. So follow the instructions. You're going to cut some of these wires. That's going to tell it if it's forward looking or rear looking. And one of the colors is to remove the distance markers. So you just get a view out the front. The second piece that you need, this camera is around $45. It's this little adapter. BNC to RCA. So this BNC is going to plug into this, and then this is going to go into the back of the G3X. There's a port already set up for this, so it's super easy. Now you've got this super long bundle. This is going to be inside the firewall, so you're going to zip tie it in there. So this part's going to go through the firewall and connect to the camera. So this is a really nice setup. Here's the other part from firewall forward. Excuse me while I sneeze. So what we decided at Cub Crafters, and I just did oil change, and this is an important part that I actually wanted to talk about, that we did not seal this, did not put silicone on the top side or Sikaflex 221, whatever your sealant of choice, and this is why I suggest doing so. Otherwise, this is just going to run down in. But let's talk about the location of the camera. Do you want to put it on here? Do you want to put it on here? This is the lower cowl. So what we decided was put it on the lower cowl, and then run the wire up. You can see it's kind of zip-locked, a little adhesive or some type of a setup on the side of the cowl that is securing the wire, and then it's inside of a heat shrink type of protection. And you can see the top there. And I would definitely put sealant so this camera doesn't end up getting oil or any type of foreign material inside the electronics. Not that it's not hard to replace. So this is where the connector is. So like I'm going to do after this video, I'm going to be dropping the lower cowl for the condition inspection. So I will just disconnect the camera up here, and it is zip tied. And I use electrical tape. I actually had this connection loose early on when doing the fly off, and I thought the camera had gone bad or something. And so a little electrical tape. So I'll remove that tape, separate it. You can see it goes through the firewall, then comes out and connects to the G3X. And Now the connection on the back of the G3X, got to be careful. It's not the most secure, or tight is what I'm getting at. So then you just configure the G3X to show the video. It's really designed for the VIRB, the Garmin VIRB camera, but this works perfect. And you just go to video, as you've seen in many of my videos, because I always taxi with this on. And so super easy. So again, oh, one last thing is there are these shims, and I don't remember what we ended up using, but before you secure anything permanently, you want to make sure you have the right angle of the camera. So I think we may have used 2 of these to get the right angle. So somebody can hold the lower cowl up, or just put a couple of the screws back in if you're doing it by yourself. Go inside. Master's got to be on. That's when I also, early on in my learning process, I thought the camera wasn't working, so I bought a spare, which is what I have here. And it was actually because Master's not on. So Master's got to be on for the camera to come on. If you go IBBS only, you won't see it. So 2 parts is all you need. Cheap little HD camera, and the adapter to go from BNC to RCA, I think it was. Yeah, BNC male to RCA female. Oh, that's RCA. I think I said BNC earlier. And you know, why not? It is 31s. You know, if you're on 29s and you're tall, you can probably see over the top. But still, I don't want to find that cone or marker. So that's it. That's how to install a forward-looking camera in your airplane.